Hello hackers, welcome to Hackers Breaking 90. My name is Phil Keast. Today we're playing the back nine, a new beginning. Number 10 is a great place to be in every round of golf. It does not matter what happened on the front nine, even if it was good. It's like a completely different golf game, and it's a chance to get your round going, or keep your round going, or recover your round, whatever it happens to be. It's a fresh start, and I like to think of it that way. Just so happens, I'm 2 under bogey, so I'm looking at keeping my round going. So we're going to play the next 3 holes, 10, 11, 12, and the most important thing we're going to talk about is decision making. When you get to the back nine, decision making is so critical. It's more important than execution, because if you make poor decisions, execution isn't going to matter, and you're starting to get tired physically and mentally, especially when you hit 13. So let's get into it. But before we do, if you like this content, please give us a like or subscribe to Hackers Breaking 90. It goes a long way to helping me do what I love to do, which is play golf, talk about golf, and help you get better. So let's have a look. Par 3, 140 yards, according to the GPS, 126 front. If we look at the overhead, you can see there's 3 trees down that side. The 3rd tree is magnetic. Or it's the sun, because everything goes towards it. But I'm not doing that today. I'm going to aim a little bit left of center, because as you can also see, there's room over there. So it's a pretty easy shot. I end up under that tree more often than I care to admit, but today I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make a smart decision and aim left. And even if that means I miss the green left, I'm taking that tree out of play because it's ugly. Okay, let's give it a go. All right, that ball is on the left edge of the green. It was a good shot. I aimed left and took the tree out of play. I did execute, which is good, but it was a smart decision. I took the trouble out of play and didn't bring any other trouble into play. And now I'm in a good spot to get par. Let's go see if I can make 2 putts. All right, I'm on the green. That was a good shot. I'm gonna say it out loud since I'm playing alone and there's no one here to tell me. That was a good golf shot. I was happy with it. Maybe 15 feet for a bird. I want it, but I'm gonna make sure I get my 2 putt. Also, I found my hat, so I'm feeling a lot better. Nothing to do here except line up the putt and hit it and take advantage of a smart decision that I made on the tee. There's a par. And as I said, the back nine is all about decision making. Make a smart decision, take the trouble out of play, and sometimes you catch a break, like I just did there. So let's go to 11. Here I am on number 11, feeling stoked after that par on number 10. But I'm also feeling stoked about my round. I'm 3 under bogey. But I have to get those thoughts out of my brain and concentrate on each hole that I'm about to play. And that's what I'm going to do. I said the theme of the back nine is decision making, and number 11 at Clare Golf and Country Club in beautiful Littlebrook, Nova Scotia is a decision hole. As you can see, 296 yards, not very long, but there's a pond in front of the green, which makes the second shot tricky. You have to be in the right spot. I could take driver and try to get to about 100 yards, 110. But the problem is, driver brings those trees into play. You can see them over there. If I flare my driver, those trees come into play, and even if I can find the ball, I got nothing from over there. So I'm not going to take driver. I'm going to take a 6-iron. Probably 2 6-irons to go 300 yards. That's the decision I'm making, to take ugly out of play right now. Let's give it a go. Not particularly good. Maybe I'm 160 and I still have a decision to make. Let's go check the damage. Do you see what I see? Whole lot of nothing. The green is down there over the hill. If you look at the GPS, you see I'm 155. You can see that it's going to be 137 to clear that pond that's in front of the green. And it's about 100 yards to the pond, maybe 110. So am I going to go for it with a 6-iron on a green I can't see with a pond to the left and a bunker behind? I am not. So I made a decision off the tee, and I didn't quite get the ball the way I wanted. So now I make another decision based on that outcome. I'm going to take an approach wedge. I'm going to hit it about half, maybe go 70, 80 yards. I'm not going to bring that water into play in any way, leave myself 60, 70 yards, but I don't want to get as close to the water as possible. That's just foolish. An old friend of mine told me, if you're going to lay up, lay up. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I don't want ugly on this hole. Well, we're going to see when I get up there. I'm at the 100-yard stake with a good lie. I really babied that. I was afraid of the water, and it wasn't a very good shot, but I'm in play, in 2. Let's see if I can get on. All right, decisions. I didn't hit that shot very well. Now I got a decision to make. But the decision is not to go over the pond or not. I'm going over the pond. I can't lay up from here. My brother would kill me. But you can see by the GPS, I need 85 yards to clear the water, and it's 122 back. I hit a pitching wedge about 100 yards. I could go to my 9-iron, but the 9-iron brings going over into play, and there's a bunker behind that is not fun to get out of because you're hitting right back towards the water you're so trying to avoid. So I'm going to have faith in myself. I'm going to hit a pitching wedge, which I hit about 100 yards. And I'm going to give it a good poke so it goes 85 yards for sure. That's a decision, a little bit risky, but I don't like the 9-iron because I do not want to be in that bunker. So here we go. That was a good pitching wedge. And it was the right club, so that was a good decision. Of course, good decisions are validated by good outcomes, but I still stand by the fact that that was a good decision because I can generally hit a pitching wedge 85. And if you can, and I always like you to think about your game, what would you do there? Would you avoid the water for sure and allow the bunker to come into play? It's not a right or wrong question. It's a decision that you have to commit to, which I did, and I hit a pretty good shot. So let's go see if I can make a bogey. Here we are. I've got a longish putt. That was a very safe shot over to the right. But as you can see, I'm 25 yards over the water. So I'm revisiting my decision and I'm okay with it. 9, I think I would be in the bunker, which is behind the camera, and it's big and ugly, and I'm looking at it, and I don't like it. So I'm okay. I'm going to try and make my 2-putt. Here I am on number 12. I'm getting tired. I really am. 353 is long enough for me. You can see in the GPS it's 353. Look on the overhead, you can see I want to hit it about 200. I don't think I can quite get it 200. The trees on the right are in play if I flare it, but I'm not going to swing very hard. I'm going to hit a controlled drive, and like I said, I'm getting tired, so I'm probably hitting the ball 10 yards shorter now than I was on number 1. Who knows how far I'm hitting it on 18 if I'm still standing. But for now, I'm going to take driver. It's not too risky of a drive. I just got to be careful not to flare it. So I'm going to keep my head down. Let's try it. That's down the middle, 170, which is just perfectly fine. So let's go up and play some golf. Okay, I hit that driver at 160. And I got to tell you, I was feeling pretty exhausted coming off of that 12th tee. I'm not totally sure why. So I'll take a little second here to talk about taking the body break. I took a break, drank some water, took a breath, kind of got myself back together. I highly recommend doing that. It'll happen to you on the golf course, especially if you're deep into your game, you'll forget. Stop, drink some water, sit down for a bit, regroup. Got 6 holes left and I'm 3 under bogey. And I got to rally, like my daughter says. So what am I going to do here? I am 190 yards. I'm not going to make it. I'm not taking my 3-wood, it's too dangerous. I'm taking my 6-iron. It's a decision I'm making. I'm playing for bogue. A bogue would be delightful. Even double would be okay. So I'm just going to hit a 6-iron, 150-ish, and take my chip from the front to a green that is looking at me. So here I go. That's a good shot. Yep, 140-ish. I have a chip, and I'm looking at the big wide mouth mason. Good band of the green. See you up there. All right, I'm coming back. Rallying. I am 45 yards or so. The opening of the green is looking at me, which is exactly what I wanted. It was a good safe 6-iron, maybe 135, 140 yards to a safe position. Now I don't usually put a tracker on my shorter shots, but I'll put a tracker on this one so you can see this ball's not going to go so high. I got a pitching wedge in my hand. I'm going to do about a half swing, keep my head down, and just get the ball on. Take my 2-putt and a bogey, and I'll be delighted. Let's see how I do. Yep, that was a good chip. That was a good chip. 45 yards, pitching wedge. Let me tell you this. If you're going to practice something, practice that shot. If there's one thing you can get better at that will improve your game and shave strokes, 40 to 50 yard pitching wedge, lickety split. It's an easy shot. Practice it at the range, at the practice facility, and have it in your arsenal. Let's go see if I can get my bogue. Holy smokes, that was a good chip. I went on and on about the chip over there. I won't do it again. It's just so important to have that shot, 40 to 50 yard chip in your bag. It will save you strokes. It might even get me a par here. Unbelievable. The way I felt on that hole, who knows? Let's see. Can't putt to save my life. All right, that's it for today. 10 through 12. Number 10 is a new beginning. And the back 9 is all about decision making. As you could see, if you played along with me, first of all, thank you. I love the feeling of playing golf with you. You saw the quality of play was okay. The decision making saved me strokes. And I ended up going through that tough stretch of the golf course, 1 under bogey. So what can I say? Decisions, decisions. I hope you're playing golf today, and happy shooting.